Today is a fairly mellow Monday when you think about what's coming over the next several days, Ted.
It is. It's not the ideal day, but compared to what we have in the next basically 4 days. This is about as calm and about as dry as it's going to be. Here's a look at time lapse from this morning. We've had one solid sheet of gray overhead. This is going to be a common sight for the next few days. I don't know when we're going to see the sun. It may be another week before we see sunshine. It's looking like kind of a gray pattern here for a while. We enjoyed some sunshine yesterday. It was awfully nice to have that. We had above freezing weather, too. Today, we may briefly get above freezing. Right now, we are just below freezing, looking live outside at a wintry landscape. That's from Assisi Heights with our Lewis Dodalo camera. Satellite radar confirms, yes, we are looking at one solid sheet of gray, but it's dry and gray right now, waiting for the arrival of a storm system from our southwest. It's going to move across the region, and by tomorrow we'll begin to see some of the activity coming from that system, some precipitation, and there will be more and more of that building in over the next few days. Right now, there are weather headlines to our west and across the plains. In fact, blizzard warnings, in effect, for parts of the Dakotas and Nebraska. We're not worried about that kind of weather, but we are going to have to experience wind, and at first, it's going to be a little bit of rain, and there's some freezing rain west of us, and that's why there's a winter storm watch in effect for areas around Fairmont, Algona. That happens late tomorrow into Wednesday. A possibility of freezing rain and maybe some light snow. The storm system, quite a dynamic one. It's going to take days to move through. Ahead of it, we have that wintry mess. On the north side, that's where the heaviest snow will be. The blizzard conditions, we're not worried again about that, but we may see some snow in time by the end of the week on the backside of that storm system. 30 right now, Rochester, Austin 32. Charles City 32, and it's 36, a little warmer in Red Wing right now. Here in the Med City, it's a brisk breeze outside, 18 miles per hour. It feels like 18 as a result. Air pressure is steady. A lot of 30s on the map, which actually is above average for this time of the year. Typically top out around 29. That's a 30-year climate average, but it's 30 right now in Rochester, 32 in St. Cloud, and 31 in Des Moines. Gray skies today, a chilly breeze. Around 33, temperatures drop just a couple degrees overnight with those winds actually picking up. It's going to be a breezier night and a really windy day tomorrow. Freezing rain for a couple of spots west in the area. Most of the area locally looking at regular rain, just rain, because temperatures will climb steadily above freezing with the help of those strong winds. And see those numbers here climbing on future track over the next couple of days. Low 30s today, gray skies throughout tonight. Watch that freezing rain coming in from the west. Maybe areas around Albert Lea and Mesa City to the west may see a brief period of freezing rain just before sunrise, but mainly rain, snow mixture, and then periods of rain. The temperatures climbing mid and upper 30s tomorrow with the strong winds around 45 miles per hour. A break at times tomorrow night heading into Wednesday, but still sparse rain chances and some snow showers. And the backside of that storm system will have a chance of snow, maybe some minor to moderate accumulation. There's a chance. We'll see as that system gets closer to the heart of that between Thursday and Friday. We'll see what happens there, but it's early to determine exactly what. But there's that icy coating at first. A couple spots west first thing tomorrow, then otherwise rain and some wet snowflakes tomorrow and for Wednesday, and then light to moderate snow Thursday and Friday. We could see some minor to moderate accumulation wrapping up on Friday. The weekend looks colder but drier. Look at these numbers. Down to the teens. And you want to look down the road and see if it gets better. It does not. Next week it's even colder. Single-digit highs and low teens all of next week. So dry but cold for most of next week. 33 today, brisk winds, gray skies, winds around 15 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, a little freezing rain well after midnight west in the area, so keep that in mind. Maybe a couple of spots around Interstate 35 and to the west that may see that, but otherwise the warmth builds in during the day. So mostly rain and then some sparse snow showers. 35 tomorrow, but it'll feel colder with those 45 mile per hour gusts. We may see some snow Thursday and Friday. Could see a few inches of accumulation, and then the weekend does look drier but colder, and then maybe a little bit of snow next Monday with temperatures in the teens. And Ted's Trivia, in what year did the musical group Wham, of course many of us are familiar with that from way back in the day, release the holiday song Last Christmas?
Oh, was it 86? See?
It was actually 1984.
It was 84. I almost went with that.
Like way back, but yeah, like you said earlier, I think it's more popular now than it was in the 80s.
Yeah, thanks to some popular movies, and you know, it's just a good song.
A little nostalgia. Of course, George Michaels is gone now, and you know,
Yeah.
things like that. You know, kind of bringing nostalgia back, I think, a little bit.
It's a good tune. Thank you, Ted. 'Tis the season to have some